spelling. For some, it comes almost naturally, but for others, the struggle is real. Learning difficulties can render an otherwise great spelling program ineffective. So what can a parent do? Hello, I'm Amber, a consultant with Rainbow Resource Center, and I would like to introduce you to a program that may help your student become a successful speller. Sequential Spelling is a program with a uniquely constructed spelling system that was originally created to help students with dyslexia or other learning difficulties. The spelling rules are not specifically taught, but gradually learned by spelling related lists of words. If your student struggles with spelling rules, this is one curriculum that offers a different strategy. There are 180 lessons, one per day, for a typical 36-week school year that will take approximately 20 minutes a day to complete. It's an all-inclusive program that is religiously neutral in content with a traditional teaching approach. The parent involvement is high because of the daily words that you will be presenting, but keep in mind that it does not require preparation time as it is open and go. The curriculum provides a multi-sensory style of learning and is rooted in the classic Orton-Gillingham approach. Now, what exactly does all that mean? These are a few factors that we have explained in detail in our Family Way video that helps you choose the best curriculum to fit your family's needs and any subject. And I would encourage you to check it out and print off the worksheet for reference. I'll have a link for you at the end of this video. There are 7 levels to the Sequential Spelling series. The books are progressive but do not conform to grade levels. For students coming into the program, a placement test is available to determine which level to begin with, but most students will usually begin with level 1. Typically, levels 1 through 7 are used during 2nd through 8th grades, but level 1 can be started as soon as a child has mastered the alphabet and basic phonics up through 2-letter blends. Because they are not grade level specific, an older student need not feel self-conscious about coming in at level 1. There are 3 components that make up the curriculum: a specific teacher's guide, a student workbook for each level 1 through 5, and a general student response book that can be used with all 7 levels. The teacher's guide is a required resource. It holds introductory teaching instruction with an overview of the approach, 180 daily word lists, answers to the student activity pages, the evaluation test keys, and a list of frequently used spelling rules for reference. You could just use this teacher's guide with notebook paper, but the publisher also made available the option of the student workbook or student response book. The student workbook provides numbered lines for each day's spelling list, daily activity page, and 5 evaluation tests. Activities vary and include using the words from the lesson in a sentence, unscrambling words, filling in blanks, and writing the definition of words the student is not familiar with. It is currently only available for levels 1 through 5. The answers to the activity pages and tests are found in the teacher's guide. Alternatively, you can use the student response book. This only provides the writing space for the daily word list and can be used universally for every level and is the only option for levels 6 and 7. To sum it up, I'd like to emphasize that the teacher's guide is essential. We recommend choosing either the student workbook or student response book. The cost is the same, but the difference is that the student workbook includes daily activities, and because of that feature, many customers do prefer it. You can purchase any of these components individually, or we offer sets for each level that include both the teacher guide and student workbook for levels 1 through 5, and sets that include the teacher guide and the student response book for levels 1 through 7. Whew, that was a lot of information. Now, this is not like the spelling program I used when teaching. The traditional list, 1 week at a time, presented on Monday, written and reviewed every day until the test on Friday. As I began to study sequential spelling, I sincerely wondered how it would work. After putting aside my preconceived ideas, I can see how some of my students and a couple of my own kids could have benefited from this approach. Instead of weekly word lists based off spelling rules, sequential spelling uses word families and word patterns as its teaching method. The student learns the phonics sounds necessary for decoding words while learning to spell. For example, if you can teach the word at, you can also teach bat, bats, batted, and batting, hence the sequential development of words. You will notice that some words are in bold print and others have an asterisk next to them. The bold words are the most commonly used words and the most important to learn. There are 25 words on each list, and if you adjust the list at all, make sure you keep the bold print words. The asterisk reminds you that the word has a homophone, which is a word with the same pronunciation but different spelling, or has a heteronym, which is a word with the same spelling but a different word with a different pronunciation. These words are found on the bottom half of the teacher page with example sentences to ensure correct usage in a sentence. For example, in, I-N, come on in, or in, I-N-N, they spent the weekend at the country inn. Here's the daily process. Keep in mind, there are 180 lessons, one per day, for the typical 36-week school year that will take approximately 20 minutes a day to complete. Each day will start with a spelling test. Let's look at day 37 through day 40. You can see how the list progresses from pet, fret, get, forget, net on day 37 to petting, fretting, getting, forgetting, netting on day 40. First, a word is given verbally and used in a sentence that you make up. Let your student attempt to spell the word. Immediately give feedback on if the word is correct. If it is not, give the correct spelling. You can use a whiteboard with contrasting marker colors to help your student recognize the word patterns in each word, or use colored pen to circle them on their paper. Have the student correct their own spelling, then move to the next word. The most common mistake made in teaching sequential spelling is to give the entire list and then correct it. Eager learners and definitive results are produced by utilizing the simple educational techniques of having students correct their own mistakes when they make them and creating a positive learning environment by maintaining that mistakes are opportunities to learn. Daily tests are used as learning devices, not as a method of evaluation. For students that are using the student workbook, have them finish the activity page independently to complete the day's lesson. If you feel compelled to give grades, 5 written evaluation tests are provided for each level and are found in student workbooks for levels 1 through 5. In levels 6 and 7, evaluation tests are in the teacher's guide. The answers for evaluation tests are found in the teacher's guide. Here is test 1 in the teacher's guide and test 1 in the student workbook. You can see that the teacher will read the sentence completely and the student will write the word in the blank. For example, the lady next door just had twins. Write twins in the blank. Students are evaluated periodically for a total of 5 evaluations a year. Now, spelling is just one component in English language arts. To develop a full ELA program, I would suggest watching Ruth's video called Building Language Arts Brick by Brick. Maybe sequential spelling would be a good fit for one of your learners. The daily repetition, patterns, and gentle progress are what help to build confidence and skill in struggling spellers, and the multi-sensory approach makes it perfect for many learning needs. An extra bonus is the price. Compared to our other spelling programs, this one is very affordable, and the teacher guide can be used repeatedly. If you have any questions about this program, let us know in the comments or email us at consultants@rainbowresource.com. Call at 1-888-841-3456 or live chat on our website at rainbowresource.com. Our consultant team will be glad to help you in any way that we can.